What's going on, guys? Mecha Ish here from the Marvel Legends X-Men wave. We got Rogue. Let's do it.
Level 138 in progress. Prepare for launch in 3, 2.
Step out of your world and step into mine.
Welcome back, guys, to another Marvel Legends action figure review, and I have from the brand new X-Men Legends series Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave, none other than Rogue. Now, it's so cool that Hasbro has finally given us an updated figure to put in our collection to replace the horrendous Toy Biz era Rogue that came in that X-Men box set way back in the day. So this is seemingly a much better looking figure. She is rocking the uniform that is her most iconic look back when Jim Lee was the artist for the X-Men. Now, I can't wait to take her out of that box, but let's talk about your standard window box packaging here that all of these Marvel Legends come with. You got the Build-A-Figure Juggernaut on the top left, the Legends series logo, and you can see at the top as well, we also have an X-Men logo. Now, a great window view of Rogue comes packed in with an alternate ungloved hand, so be very careful when touching it. And you have a gigantic leg of the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure. X-Men, Marvel's Rogue, and on the side you can see it's all in that black and yellow and sweet artwork of Sugar right there on the side, so it's the same on both. At the back of the box you have Rogue posed up in front of some nice yellow lighting, Marvel Legends series, and a little bio. With just one touch, Rogue can absorb anyone's superpowers, making her capabilities in any matchup nearly limitless. Down at the bottom, you have the entire lineup of the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave, including this Deadpool, which I have already reviewed, so go ahead and check that out. But I'm going to be reviewing each and every one of them, including the Build-A-Figure, so make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss out. Alright, let's take out this Rogue and let's see what she's all about. Alright, I got Rogue outside of the package, and this is definitely an upgraded Jim Lee style Rogue for your collection. And for those of you who are unable to pick up the Toy Biz era Rogue, I think you're going to be very happy with this very curvaceous figure. She stands about 6 1/4 inches in height. She does come with an alternate hand that is ungloved. Pretty much when she touches her skin to your skin, she winds up stealing your superpowers, but I think most men won't mind. But as you can see, I am immune to her ways. And she also comes with a giant left leg of the Juggernaut, which I cannot wait to build. Alright, let's take a closer look at this Rogue. Now, I think Hasbro did a great job with the face sculpt here. Now, it's not the prettiest head sculpt, it's not the ugliest head sculpt, but I think they did a great job making it look different when comparing her to other women of the Marvel Legends line. They also did a great job with the paint applications. Nicely done flesh tone paint. You can see those metallic green eyes that match her uniform. Nicely centered. You got the outline of the eyelashes, and you have those sweet eyebrows, which are nice and crisp with the brown paint. Then you have that headband, which is done in a metallic green, nice and clean. None of it spills over to her forehead. Now, this bandana piece is sculpted nicely and painted well, but I don't know if I like how it's plugged into her forehead. I think it takes away from the aesthetic of this, face sculpt here. Now, looking at her lips, they sculpted them nice and full, and the red lipstick paint job is done very well. And then, of course, Rogue has the white streak that she is also known for. They also did a nice job with the hair sculpt. You can see all the great sculpted detail going down the back here, giving it a wavy feel like the wind is blowing it to the left. And most Marvel Legends collectors like myself are going to have her pose in a flight pose, so it's going to be cool to have that effect of the wind blowing in her hair. Now, they did a great job with the collar piece here for a brown jacket. You can see all the little sculpted detail there, and as you can see, this jacket was slipped on and then glued at the shoulders, so you can remove it if you wanted to. I think you would just mess up the glue and then mess up the paint, so I wouldn't recommend it. Nicely sculpted upper arms here. You can see the X-Men logo cleanly applied. Great sculpted detail with all the wrinkles. Great job with the paint applications. You can see the black there, all nice and clean. And that X-Men logo on her left chest looks fantastic. Now, the rest of her uniform is all in that bright yellow and metallic green, and the paint applications are so crisp. I mean, I don't see any spillage over from the green to the yellow or vice versa. Now, looking at her belt, you can see this is movable. It does not come off, but it moves around on that tiny waist of hers and lays so nicely on those hips. X-Men logo right there with the red and black, nice and clean. Brown sculpted plastic, otherwise the little tiny pouches, and nicely sculpted as well. They did a great job with the sculpt of her fist, and of course she is rocking the yellow gloves. Now, this is one thing I do not like about this Rogue figure here. They sculpted in these cuffs nicely. You can see great detail there, but they are not glued in place, so they move around a lot, they rotate, and it's a little bit annoying when trying to pose the figure. She has the same same issue that irks me right down here at the top of her knee-high boots. You can see it goes down, it can cover up the kneecap, but it's supposed to be raised up here so it doesn't hinder any of the range of motion of the knee joint. So I really wish, again, that they just glue that in place. Now, while you have these new features like the jacket, the collar, and the upper arms here, and then you have these additional cuff pieces on top of the knee highs and the top of her gloves, mostly it's a reuse of the Miss Marvel body and the Moonstone body. You know, it looks like the upper torso of hers might be augmented, but I think it's just an optical illusion because you have the bright yellow and then the streamlined metallic greens. Now, I wanted to have Miss Marvel side by side with Rogue to size them up. So as you can see, they appear to be in the same scale, and being that Rogue did happen to steal Miss Marvel's powers once upon a time in her career, I think she happened to also steal her body mold. Now, Rogue's head is on a ball joint, so she can rotate the full 360 degrees. Now, the head might pop off, but you can do the full range of motion there. Now, looking up just a little bit, looking down a little bit more. Now, she does have these big flowing locks in the back that are impeding some of the range of motion there, but it's not too bad. You can still get her in some decent poses. Now, for the shoulder, she has a rotation at the shoulder, a nice hinge so she can elevate all the way up. She has nice rotation at the elbow joint, and then she has this hinge that is excellent. She can bend her arm all the way forwards and backwards. She has a rotation at the wrist, and then she has a hinge at the wrist as well. Now, there's this beautiful diaphragm cut, which is perfectly placed. You can see, so she has the full 360 range of motion, and then she can go side to side, front to back. So fantastic job there. Now, the hips can not really kick to the side. She can go up to the front and not really kick so much to the back. So limited range of motion to the side and the back. We do have a thigh cut rotation. We have double jointed knees. Like I said, this cuff piece is kind of annoying. Just push it on up and then you can see the double jointed knees right there. She has a decent hinge at the ankle. She can point her toes down all the way, but going up, it kind of locks in place right there. But then she has nice ankle rockers that pivot all the way around the joint. Alright, so now I understand why Hasbro decided to go with the movable cuff. So I'm going to change out this glove hand for the ungloved hand, leaving the cuff on. Now that just looks weird. So the way they did it is so that you can just remove the whole entire glove, the cuff, and then put on her ungloved hand, which makes everything look a lot more comic accurate. Now I'd rather they keep the cuff and the glove hand as one piece and then you can remove it all together, but I see why they did it and it's not too bad. Now this, my friends, is what we as Marvel Legends collectors have had to deal with for many years. So thank you so much, Hasbro, for finally giving us a Rogue we could be proud of. So there you have it, guys, my video review of the brand new Marvel Legends Rogue from the X-Men Legends Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave. So excited to have this brand new Rogue to replace the old one in my X-Men Legends collection. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a thumbs up. Check out my channel for other reviews I have done, and I have so many cool things coming your way, including lots of Marvel Legend action figure reviews. So make sure you all like, subscribe, comment, and share. You know what to do. Peace.